is Sabrina Casas, and I'm a Community Partner Specialist with the Girl Scouts of Southwest Texas, and I'm so glad you can join me today for our virtual meeting. Like every troop meeting, we do the Pledge of Allegiance and our Girl Scout promise, so I need everybody to stand up and put their hands over their hearts and begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Now we're going to do the Girl Scout promise. On my honor, I will try to serve God and my country, to help people at all times, and to live by the Girl Scout law. Good job, everybody. I could hear you from here, so good job. Now, for the rest of the time being, you can either sit down or stand up. It is up to you. But now we're going to go over what we're going to be learning about today. So what we're going to be learning is about energy, and a specific kind of energy. We're going to be learning about wind energy. And all this activity you can find within the Girl Scouts Valero BPI booklet for brownies. This activity is within the booklet, so if you would like to go to the link in the description and click on that link, and it'll send you to the PDF of the booklet, and you can follow along with us, or for later purposes you can print it out. Remember, throughout this curriculum, this is within the Valero as mentioned, so that is our STEM patch, so that's science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. And so remember, in order to earn a patch like this, you have to complete 4 activities in order to earn this patch. So, oh, sorry, I had it upside down. You have to earn 4 activities, do 4 activities in order to earn this patch, okay? So remember that, all right? And this can be found in the Brownie booklet, okay? So today what we're gonna be learning about pinwheels. And what is a pinwheel, right? A pinwheel is like that thing that goes round and round, and you see it outside of homes when it spins out, when it's all windy outside. So that's what we're going to be making today. We're going to be making our own pinwheel. And we're going to be focusing on the mathematics side of STEM, okay? So what is mathematics, right? In order to, do this activity, we got to learn about it, right? So mathematics, it is the study of numbers and how they are related to each other and the real world. So a lot of people don't know this, but we use math every single day, every single hour of every single day. So I know sometimes for me, math's not my favorite subject, but it's so useful. We use it when we shop, we use it when we cook, we use it when we're measuring a space in order to put a certain picture or a type of furniture. We use it consistently when we tell time. We use it consistently. So it's important that we understand the importance of mathematics. In fact, people sometimes describe math as a kind of language. Everyone uses math every day to tell time, to play games, to cook, to build things, and to do almost any kind of work. Now with the windmill, right? What does that have to do with a pinwheel, right? We're talking about wind energy, right? But we gotta remember that science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, they all come together. You see one reach into another pile, one reach into another pile. They all coincide with each other. And so with wind energy, right? Wind power is an alternative energy source. This means that the power of the wind can be used in place of other energy sources such as coal, oil, and other nuclear reactions. So in order to get this energy, we have to mathematically determine, or others have to mathematically determine how big the windmill is, how many propellers is it supposed to have, how does it calculate it, numbers. So it's important that we understand that both of these coincide with each other again, okay? So a quick little side note, wind can be used to produce electricity that heats up homes and lights up streets and buildings. And wind power is harnessed by a machine called a wind turbine. So what is a wind turbine? So I know here in Texas, when you are driving towards Corpus Christi or towards the Gulf Coast, you will see these big, huge windmills, right? These huge wind turbines. And what those wind turbines are doing, they're collecting all that wind energy and giving that to and making electricity that we use. So what? Why so close to the coast, the Gulf Coast? Well, there's a reason for that. With the wind, right? The wind coming from the ocean breeze, right? That wind is very strong and it's consistent. So that's why we have a lot of wind farms out there. That's what we call a big, huge collection of wind turbines. That's why we have wind farms out there, because the wind is consistently coming, right? The wind from the ocean, and it's gonna be very rare, or they're gonna have some days where the wind isn't blowing and they're not collecting as much. Okay, so that is what we're gonna be doing today. We're gonna be making our own little pinwheel. It's like a little version of a wind turbine, okay? So we're gonna be learning how to mathematically cut the squares. We're gonna be learning how to, learning and observing when the wind turbine, when we blow into our little pinwheel, okay? Let's get to crafting. All right, I'm gonna go over what we need, okay? So we're gonna need 2 beads, 1 paper fastener, 1 ruler, a pencil, a straw, scissors, construction paper, and optional markers. So we are going to measure a 6-inch square around, okay? So each side has to be 6 inches. So as we look at our ruler, 6 inches is about that big. See how it's to the 6 inches? So we're gonna kind of mark my place there. Then I'm gonna take my ruler and then measure it again. Measure it the other side. And up to 6 inches to like right there. All right. And remember, take our pencil. Okay. And then measure it out. Ah. Okay, that's gonna be your 6 inches. All right, so, and then after that, we're gonna be measuring 2 inches at each corner. So a little slit for each corner is gonna be 2 inches. So we're gonna move our pencil and draw like that. And we're gonna do it again to the other corners, so 2 inches. Make them diagonal, okay? Alright. Now the lines don't have to be that long. Make sure it's at the very corner, okay guys? Go. And then for me, for a visual, I just like to put a dot at the middle so I know where to, that's my little dot in the middle. Okay, so next what we're gonna do, we're gonna take our scissors and be very careful with these. If you have any safety scissors, if you do not have any safety scissors, please help out the kids with cutting, okay? So we're gonna cut along our line, all right? Try to get as close to the line as possible, or on the line as possible, okay? We're gonna continue cutting along the line. Okay. All right, so that is our pinwheel. Okay, so I'm gonna take my scraps, put them to the side. We'll save those for later. Okay. All right, and then right now, here's our pinwheel. Now what you can do at this point, you can decorate it. So for me, I'm going to decorate mine. And of course, I'm gonna use some purple. So you can either put your name, I'm gonna put lots of hearts all around it. Put like SC, that's my name, my initials. And put some flowers in there. Like flowers is too. Dots of where I'm gonna put my flowers, and I'm gonna create my flowers. Maybe I'll put some green stems on, or green leaves. So put some green leaves, or some green leaves. There you go. That's enough for right now. I think we're good. So what we're gonna do next is we're gonna take our scissors again, and we're gonna cut along these lines, okay? We're gonna cut along the 2-inch lines that we made on the side, okay? Now what we're gonna do, since we have that all, you know what? Let's cut it a little bit more. So we may have to make it 3 inches. Because these do have to fold, okay? This is me guesstimating. Okay, now what we're gonna do, we're gonna take our beads. We're gonna take our paper fastener. So we just need one, okay? Preferably the long ones, okay? So we're gonna take this, our paper fastener, and we're gonna put 2 beads as so, okay? Leave it right there. And it's gonna go like this, okay? But first, what we're gonna do, we're gonna puncture some holes, okay? So in the middle, you see where my dot is? I'm gonna be careful, you may poke yourself. So you may wanna get a parent. So we're gonna poke a hole like so, okay? And then what we're gonna do, we're gonna poke a hole on this side, okay? Then poke another hole on this side. You always wanna do it on the opposite side, okay? Then continue with another hole like so. And then another hole. Okay? All right, and as we poke a hole, we're gonna, now with each hole, we're gonna bend our pinwheel as so. So each hole goes in with the brad, all right? Okay. And it's gonna look like this. Then we're gonna add our 2 beads. Okay, and for right now, we can set that aside. All right. Next,
what we're gonna do, we're gonna take our straw, all right, our beautiful pink straw. I like pink, so I'm gonna do pink. So I'm gonna snip a little part. Now, if you do not have, a hole puncher would be really, really good for this experiment. Now, if I understand a lot of us have hole punchers at home, but hole punchers will definitely help with this experiment, okay? So after that, after we've made our little incisions on the straw, we're gonna push it through, okay? And then I like to do this because it gives the pinwheel a little bit of room to maneuver around. I like to put my 2 fingers like so, okay? And bend the brad or the paper fastener like so, okay? And I like to maneuver it around, like move it around a little bit so it could, open up that hole, that little slit that you made, okay? And then there you have it, your own little pinwheel. So I recommend you go outside, try it for yourselves, and see how wind power works. Cool.
All right, those pinwheels looked amazing, and I hope you had really fun doing this activity as much as I did. It's so much fun when you can use all these different colors to decorate your pinwheel, when you put it outside and let the wind move the pinwheel. It's so cool seeing your own little pinwheel and seeing and observing wind energy in the making. So remember, there's so many different kinds of energy that we can use other than, fossil fuels, which is oil and coal. We can use solar energy, wind energy. There's so many other options that help preserve our earth and make it cleaner and make it better, because we always want to take care of our home, right? So as we did the activity, I hope you gained a little bit of knowledge about pinwheels and wind energy and mathematics. So I just want to go over some questions with you. Now, you can feel free to get a paper or pencil, and you can pause the video if you don't have it yet. But like I always said in my videos, I always like to go over questions with everybody and have everybody write them down, just because it's one thing when you're talking about it, but it's another thing when you're talking and writing, or write it down so it's like a visual that you have so you can remember your answers, okay? So as we proceed, the first question is, what are other ways that you use measurements? So what are other ways that you use measurements? We mentioned cooking, we mentioned building new buildings. What are some other ways you can think of that we didn't mention? Okay. Number 2, using your current age, try to estimate or measure how old you are in the number of days. Now this is a question that is provided within the booklet. So if you want a little bit more insight on this question, you can go ahead and look at that booklet, okay? All right, so number 3, how do you use math in your day-to-day life? We mentioned we used math in telling time, right? We also use math when we go shopping, right? When we have to estimate how much of a budget we have for ourselves and how much to spend. So that's one way. What is another way you think of how we use math day to day? Okay? And number 4, show us a picture of your pinwheel. I would love to see the picture of your pinwheel. All of your pinwheels, I hope, are beautiful to what you created, and I really hope that you enjoyed making the pinwheel as much as, again, I did. And that is it for today's activity. Remember, a Girl Scout leaves a place cleaner than they found it, so please put back all supplies. Make sure that your surfaces are clean, you help out your parents clean. It's very, very important that we do that because it shows responsibility and respect. So we have to do that, all right? After that, We can sing the Make New Friends song if you choose. And after that, we are done. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm so glad you joined me today, and I cannot wait for you to meet me in the next one. Okay, bye, have a good day. Oh, I forgot. Remember, stay safe, stay socially distant, practice social distancing, wash your hands, and again, I cannot repeat this enough, stay safe. And I'll see you next time. Bye.